Welcome to French Conversations for Beginners. Learn everyday French from Janina, the language teacher, and Joël from France.
Bonjour Joël.
Bonjour Janina.
Ça va?
Ça va très bien, et toi?
Oui, ça va. So, in today's lesson, we're going to talk about getting a ticket. Okay? So, what are some of the situations where someone driving a car can get a ticket in France?
Same as everywhere. Speed.
Mm-hmm.
Bad parking. Two main reasons, I think.
Okay. All right. So, what sort of consequences do people have? Are there fines? Do you have to go to court? Does it...
Depends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's always a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can people do what they do here in the UK where if you're not a repeat offender, because I think many people have gotten, you go a few miles over the speed limit and they have speed cameras here and you get caught and maybe you have to go to a day-long course. As a good refresher, it's a good reminder of,
Yeah.
especially in residential areas, don't go too fast. So that same kind of thing?
Yeah.
And then they wipe the points off your license. You do that instead. But if you get more, if you're a chronic offender, then you need to, if you can't keep going to the class. All right. So we're going to talk about, in this situation, of course, I am American and I was not respecting the laws of France, my local place.
Yeah.
And you are the l'agent. Policier, but in this case, we're talking about agent
de police.
Agent de police. And then, but when people talk to the police officer, they say, Monsieur l'agent, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they don't say, Monsieur l'agent police.
No,
you say, Monsieur l'agent.
Monsieur l'agent.
Monsieur l'agent. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Mais monsieur l'agent.
Ça suffit. Vous êtes garé dans une zone bleue et vous n'avez pas de disque. C'est clair, non?
C'est-à-dire, monsieur l'agent, que j'étais très en retard ce matin et j'ai laissé le disque chez moi, dans l'entrée.
Ah oui. Dans l'entrée, et à quoi ça sert dans l'entrée? Vous pouvez me le dire?
Comme j'étais en retard, j'ai oublié et...
Ah, mais vous étiez en retard, et alors? Vos papiers, s'il vous plaît. Permis de conduire, carte grise, pièce d'identité.
Je suis américaine, monsieur l'agent.
Ah bon alors, donnez-moi votre passeport.
Voilà, monsieur l'agent.
Vous savez quelle est la limite de vitesse sur l'autoroute?
Oui. 120 km.
Vous faisiez du 140. Je dois donc vous donner une contravention.
Ouh là là.
Ouh là là.
Okay, we'll start with ooh la la. That gets said to me a lot, as you may have heard in other episodes. And it's not for the good reasons, as we think in the United States. Ooh la la. You think that's something nice, French.
No.
I usually hear, oh, ooh la la, when I ask you to do things like take out the garbage. Ooh la la, Nina. Ooh la la.
Yeah, ooh la la.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Okay, so we talked about speed limits. So what did I think I was doing? I said what? 120 km?
120 km/h.
Okay. 25 km. But you said I was doing
140.
Do you know what the equivalent of those are in miles? Off the top of your head.
I know 60 miles an hour is 100 kilometers per hour.
Okay. But so this would be like motorway type speed
120,
limits.
Yeah, 120. Yeah.
And then one thing, whenever we're driving, when we travel in France in the car, I have to sit there and kind of quickly sort of do the math. When you go through these villages, some of these villages, it's 90 kilometers an hour, which is like 50 miles an hour. It seems really fast.
Inside the villages is 50.
Yeah. Oh, 50 kilometers. Then where am I seeing 90? Am I imagining that?
Yeah, not in the villages.
Or, I don't want to say villages,
Towns.
where you go really slow. I'm talking about where when we're going through sort of a town and there aren't really, you can see houses from the road, but you're not exactly.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That'd be like 90, right? So
Yeah.
those types of places where, it seems pretty fast to me. All right. So we're going to break it down. So when I said, mais mon soleil, but.
But, officer.
Okay. And you said.
Ça suffit.
That's enough, right?
Yeah.
And you said.
Vous êtes garé dans une zone bleue et vous n'avez pas de disque.
Okay, so you're saying you were parked in a blue zone and you didn't have a disc saying that you could park there.
Yeah.
And you said, that's clear, isn't it?
C'est clair, non?
And then...
C'est-à-dire, monsieur l'agent,
Okay.
que j'étais très en retard ce matin.
Okay. So, what I mean to say, c'est-à-dire, what I meant, c'est-à-dire, mon soleil.
Yeah.
I was very late this morning.
Et j'ai laissé le disque chez moi dans l'entrée.
And I left it at my house in the doorway, at the entrance.
Yeah.
All right. And then you said, oh, okay.
Ah oui, dans l'entrée et à quoi ça sert?
Okay, so...
Dans l'entrée.
All right. So, and you said, and so he's obviously a little bit mad.
Sarcastique.
Yeah, being sarcastic. He said, oh, oui, okay. In the...
Entrance in the doorway.
And he said, et à quoi ça sert dans l'entrée? Okay. And you said what?
That's a bit useless in the doorway.
Yeah. Literally, though, what does that mean? Can you tell us? Say it in French, please. Can you?
À quoi ça sert? What's the use of it in the entrance?
Okay, so in the entrance, dans
l'entrée.
Okay. And you said, can you tell me?
Vous pouvez me le dire?
And then I said, as I was really late, I forgot. As I was really late.
Comme j'étais en retard.
I forgot and...
J'ai oublié et...
And then you said...
Mais, vous étiez en retard, et alors?
You said, oh, you were late.
So what?
And then, so what? Et alors, so what? Right? So what? Okay. And then...
Vos papiers, s'il vous plaît.
Okay, so your papers, please.
Yeah. Permis de conduire, carte grise, pièce d'identité.
Okay. How do you say driver's license?
Permis de conduire.
And what's a carte grise?
Carte grise, it's the vehicle's registration paper. The
okay.
DVLA in the UK.
Okay, and what is this?
Pièce d'identité. IDs.
Okay. And I said, I'm American, officer.
Je suis américaine, monsieur l'agent.
Okay. And then you said, oh, all right, then give me your passport.
Ah bon, alors donnez-moi votre passeport.
How do you say give me?
Donnez-moi.
Say that again, please.
Donnez-moi.
That was formal, though. Donnez-moi. Donnez-moi votre passeport.
Donnez-moi votre passeport.
Okay. How would you say that informal?
Donne-moi ton passeport.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And you say, and I said, here you are, officer.
Voilà, monsieur l'agent.
Okay. And I said, you know.
Vous savez.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You said, you know what the speed limit is on the highway.
Vous savez quelle est la limite de vitesse sur l'autoroute?
And I said, yes, 120 kilometers.
Oui, 120 km/h.
Okay. And you said you were doing 140.
Vous faisiez du 140.
Okay. I must give you a ticket.
Je dois vous donner une contravention.
And then I said,
Ouh là là.
ooh la la. Oh my goodness. All right, so this person is having a bad day. They first of all had a run-in with the parking, that agent, and then speeding. Not good, not good. Okay. All right. So how do you say ticket in this sense?
Contravention.
Okay.
We've got loads of words, but...
Can you tell us some more, please?
Polite.
Yes, polite, please. It's clean for people to learn. Maybe that's another presentation. You can teach us all the other stuff that You say...
Well, we often say prune, like the fruit, plum. We call it prune.
Okay.
Une prune. J'ai pris une prune. I got a ticket. En contredanse, contravention. Contredanse, prune. Amende.
Like an almond?
Amende.
Oh, amende. Okay.
A fine.
Okay. All right. So, how do you say traffic?
Circulation.
All right. And how do you say officer?
Officier.
Yeah, but in this case?
But in this case, it's the agent, agent.
Okay. And how do you say you were parked?
Vous êtes garé.
All right. And you didn't have a disc.
Vous n'avez pas de disque.
That's clear, isn't it?
C'est clair, non?
Okay. How do you say to park?
Se garer.
Okay. And how do you say I meant what I wanted to say, what I meant.
C'est-à-dire,
I was late this morning.
j'étais très en retard ce matin.
And I left. How do you say I left?
J'ai laissé.
How do you say my house?
Chez moi.
And in the entrance, at the doorway.
Dans l'entrée.
Okay. Did I ask you how to say to park? I did already. Okay. How do you say restricted zone?
Zone bleue.
Okay. And disc?
Disque.
Okay. And how do you say to leave something?
Laisser.
All right. And can you say, how do you say, and what does that have to do, what good is the disc in the doorway at the entrance?
Et à quoi ça sert dans l'entrée?
Okay. Can you tell me?
Vous pouvez me le dire.
All right. As I was late.
Comme j'étais en retard.
And say I was late.
J'étais en retard.
I forgot.
J'ai oublié.
Okay. How do you say and?
Et.
All right. You were late.
Vous étiez en retard.
How do you say so what?
Et alors?
All right. How do you say to forget?
Oublié.
All right. And how do you say your papers, please?
Vos papiers, s'il vous plaît.
How do you say driver's license?
Permis de conduire.
How do you say car registration?
Carte grise.
And how do you say ID?
Pièce d'identité.
Okay. How do you say I'm American?
Je suis américain ou je suis américaine.
Okay, and how do you say I'm French?
Je suis français.
Or?
Je suis française.
Okay. All right, then. Give me your passport.
Donnez-moi votre passeport.
Here you are.
Ah bon? Alors?
Don't you say voilà?
Voilà.
Okay. And you say you know.
Vous savez,
How do you say speed limit?
limite de vitesse.
How do you say on the highway?
Autoroute. Sur l'autoroute.
Okay. And say you were doing,
Vous faisiez du...
and then the number, right? So you were doing 100.
Vous êtes... Bien. Vous faisiez du 100. Vous étiez à 100.
Okay. And I have to.
Je dois vous.
Well,
Je
just
dois-
I have to is
Je
je
dois.
dois. Je dois. I have to give you.
Je dois vous donner.
I have to give you a ticket.
Je dois vous donner une contravention.
Okay. And how do you say, oh my goodness. Oh dear. Oh my.
Oh mon Dieu. Ouh là là.
What you say to me all the time.
Ouh là là.
Ooh la la, Nina. Ooh la la. Okay. So, all right. I actually have one more question. How do you say to catch, like when the police catch somebody?
Attraper.
Attraper.
Se faire
That's
attraper.
easy. Okay, so that means to get caught by the police. Se faire
Yeah.
attraper. All right. Okay, well, thank you very much for that very informative lesson. Do you have any advice for any of our listeners who plan to drive in France when they visit? What should people know if they're going to drive in France?
Loads of police on the streets and the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they like to get money.
Well, don't you think it's a safety thing? It's a good thing that people are watching.
Yeah.
But don't you think there's definitely some things to know? So, for example, sometimes when we drive, a lot of the highways, those private highways, the tolls are really high. So if you can go on back roads the whole way, and it's going to take you 2 or 3 times as long to get somewhere than taking
taking the highway,
which are the private companies run them, right? So you pay a lot to go on them.
Yeah, they're quite expensive, but you've got nice gas stations.
Of
nice,
course.
You can stop.
But are there a lot of police on the sides of those?
Yeah.
And then people go really fast. So what's the speed limit on those?
Stick to the 130 kilometers.
That's the 130.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stick to it.
All right.
That's roughly 70.
Yeah.
No, 80.
80. Oh, that's
80
quite high.
miles
Okay.
an
All right.
hour.
That's good to know. Thank you. All right. So respect the speed limit in France, please.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And a zone blue is a restricted parking, so don't park there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much. So until next time, à la prochaine.
À bientôt.
Au revoir.
Au revoir, Nick.
For more resources on learning and teaching languages, to get on our mailing list, or to get the workbook for this course, be sure to visit reallifelanguage.com/reallifelanguageblog. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe and leave a rating.